This ain't what you want. This ain't what you want. 1600 block. I just wanna rock. I just wanna rock.
All set for kickoff here. Today we're ready for an entertaining battle. It's the Los Angeles Rams and the Baltimore Ravens. Loop is out and about ready to send this one away. And we're underway from the bank. Blake Corum now to return it. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. So the Rams offense getting out there for their opening drive of the game. It's a 17-year pro steering this ship, Brock, an active leader in basically every passing category and continuing to try and build that Hall of Fame case. Matthew Stafford. Stafford to the air to start us off.
Stafford just continues to fight off injuries, and he continues to battle Father Time. And it is remarkable. There's a lot of quarterbacks, as we see him age, we see the arm fall apart. We see the wear and the tear and the velocity disappear. We're just not seeing that with Stafford. You can question how long the journey may continue, but you cannot question how productive he is when he's on that field.
On a quick slant, it finds Adams. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32. Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. Stafford now against a blitz. This one's caught. Smith has it. And in a blink, they are off to midfield before somebody manages to stop him. Give him an 18-yard pickup there. And that's going to be good for an LA first down.
The numbers are pretty clear, Kate. You get explosive plays. Those explosive plays on drives lead to points. You can't ask for a better start offensively.
To the line and set. Here we go, first down. The first carry now for Kyron Williams. And he'll cross the 50. Opposing side of the field. Halfway there on first down.
Do for runners in this league because these holes close up so fast. But he explosive. Got a nice little gain on the ground.
On second down, a run with Williams. And 2 yards is all he's going to get before he's caught. The rangy Kyle Hamilton get there for the stop. This offense looking to convert as they come up on 3rd down. Another run for Williams. And they're turned away on 3rd and short. Actually might have lost a yard. And that's going to bring up 4th down.
If only this defense could look like that on every play, Kate. They were angry, motivated, focused. And they took that anger out on him and this offense, forcing a 4th down.
Don't want to punt from here. Too far for a field goal as well. They're going for it here. Trying for it with Stafford. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's taken out of bounds as he gets it down near the red zone. So 21 yards and the first. What a call to go for it there on 4.
So close to getting off the field. The 4th down conversion keeps that defense out there. That was their shot to end this possession, to sit on the bench, to get their breath. But now they're going to have to buckle down and force another 4th down.
They send a receiver in motion right. Motion man right is Smith. Up the gut they go with Williams. Oh, lot of effort there, partner, but no results. He fought through that one stop, but only managed to get back to the line of scrimmage. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL, but it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock him behind the sticks. Job well done there.
Shotgun snap to Sanford. He misfired on that one. It's behind his man. Puka Nacua the target on that throw. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Straight ahead with William. Well, not a chance at all as he is met at the line on this one. That's going to be 4th and very long. So here's Harrison Mevis, ready for the field goal try. This one from an even 40 yards out. Mevis able to knock it through. And our game starts with a field goal on the opening drive.
Anytime you go on the road and you can put points on the board on your opening drive, job well done.
Here's Evans set to kick this away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. Oh, he put him in the spin cycle. And this drive will start inside the 25. So the Ravens offense taking over for the first time here. And they're brought out by someone who is the modern example of an elite running quarterback, the multiple-time MVP, Lamar Jackson.
A decade plus before Lamar, it was a guy named Michael Vick who was the standard for dual-threat quarterbacks. Well, today, that standard is Lamar Jackson, who at his best is an MVP-caliber player, the most exciting player, not just in his position, but in all of football. And don't let that running overshadow the strides he's made as a passer, too, in the pocket and as a franchise quarterback to build upon.
Nice run last play. Sets up 2nd and 2. Jackson keeping it himself. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. This gets down inside the 35-yard line. Give him 37 on the play. And that's good for a Ravens 1st down.
Not that he needed to, but he'll always try and remind people that he's a threat running it, in addition to slinging it all over the field.
So the complexion of this drive has changed dramatically now. New set of downs inside the 35. Taps it quick to the receiver coming across. He's descended upon quickly and dropped after it looks like a yard gain. Jared Verse on the tackle.
30-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Shotgun snap to Jackson. Now here he goes. Now a hit and Jackson loses the ball. And they pick it up. Time to push for that marker. And that right there is why they coach you to never give up on a play, Brock. Recover the fumble, and he's able to get him the 1st down, too. Only a solitary field goal so far as we're through 1 quarter. The Rams out to an early advantage. Back to the bank in just a moment. Welcome back. 2nd quarter about to start. Ravens with a chance for at least 3, maybe 6. 1st down, and they go right back to it. And he will carry this across for the Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens finish off their opening drive. Derrick Henry, the touchdown. For the offense, you gotta love it, Brock. Points to begin the game as he runs it in for an opening drive touchdown.
And you've got one very happy running back right over there on the sideline right now. These backs, they do feel the pressure to find the end zone every single week. It's not easy to do. But to do it this early and get out of the way, big time.
He's sucking your guard.
So we've got a stoppage now. Figured this might be coming. We're going to take another look to see if this was indeed a touchdown. Ooh, it doesn't get much closer than this, Brock. Did that ball in any way break the plane of the end zone?
You know how I like to look at this, Kate? Imagine a plane of glass going from the front end of that end zone straight in the air. In any part of the ball, any part of it just touches the plane of that glass, and this is a touchdown.
So after a second look, they say he did not break the plane. No touchdown. Henry has the Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens finish off their opening drive. Derrick Henry, the touchdown. No doubt about that one, Brock. They softened that defense up with that lengthy opening series, and then the front just couldn't stand up to the run as they reached the end zone.
Yeah, the numbers tell you, kind of just like baseball, you love home runs, you love explosive plays, but when you can play small ball and you can keep that defense gasping on the field, you can often run it right down their throats in the red zone.
That is Tyler Loop, now on for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Ravens won up the opposing field goal. They start with 7 on their opening drive. All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. Corum now on the return. He stopped on the run back at the 27. The Rams headed back after their second drive now. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. Drive begins with a run. It's Williams. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
I know these DNs love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday. But doing the dirty work, playing to run well, that's what the best of the DNs do in this league.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Working from the gun. Here's Stafford. Completed over the middle. And he's brought down after a short gain.
Well, that's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe short gain on a throw, that's a go-to route to target.
It's 3rd and 8. Need to get a chunk here. Throw here. 3rd down. Hits him on the out route. And he reaches the 35 before going out.
You've got to be cognizant of where the line to gain is. You can't run that route short, and you certainly can't throw it. That route's just not deep enough. Needed to extend it closer to the chains for a first down.
Rams going to punt on. Starts his return from the 23. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. The Ravens and Derrick Henry making their way back out on offense. And the last time they had it, they ran it down the field on him. I'd expect some better resistance up front, and they try that again. Lamar off the play fake. Fits it through the middle. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. They managed 22 on the rip and a first down.
Yeah, these in cuts maybe aren't the hardest throws from a degree of difficulty, Kate, but it does take some courage as a quarterback to throw into congested spaces, but it can pay big dividends.
One play in, and they are already close to midfield. From the gun, a run for Henry. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 49-yard line.
Lamar now from the gun. As his man, it's DeAndre Hopkins. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
Well, that's a game that has its roots in preparation during the week. That's Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday kind of stuff. Identifying ways to target the coverage and creating opportunities for big completions.
Motioning the tight end now. 1st and 10. Here's Jackson. Finds his man. It's Rashad Bateman. And he's brought down at the 17-yard line. A pickup of 17. And that's going to be a Baltimore first.
Part of the reason I leave you pregame, Kate, and get down to that field and watch these guys throw and catch is I want to see their timing. I want to see their anticipation. That is picture perfect right there. A crossing route thrown that quickly tells me these two are on the same page.
Now we are still waiting for the scoring for anybody really to get going as we've hit our 2-minute warning. Ravens holding the lead inside of M&T Bank Stadium. 1st down. Here's Lamar. And he scores. It's a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens grow their lead just before halftime. They were throwing for it there, and they didn't care who knew about it, Brock. And it turns out, hey, nothing was going to stop them either.
Yeah, there's something about an empty formation. You are declaring to a defense, other than QB draw, this ball is going to be in the air. But at the same time, you also force the defense's hand. There's only so many coverages they can play, and they just exposed them.
Here's Luke for the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Ravens drive their lead to 11. All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. Corum now on the return. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. Now L.A. getting its offense all set to go. And they find themselves trailing by 11 as they take over down 14-3. Throwing now on 1st down, Stafford. Finds his back, Kyron Williams. And this one doesn't go far.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic. But it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you could depend on.
2nd down now, 7 to go. Stafford from the gun. Short pick up to their own 31. Roquan Smith, again an All-Pro last season, there for the tackle.
You know, Kate, it is so hard on these defenses to try to keep an eye and monitor on these running backs when they leave the backfield, especially if he's waiting to chip a defender or delays in the start of his route. He's really an underrated part of their overall passing game.
Stafford now on 3rd down. Complete beyond the marker. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Now the Rams will use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
Well, nothing very fancy about that. That's just a textbook curl route. I think they were running curl routes last century, and it's a play that works a high percentage of the time then, just like it did now.
New set of downs for them. They'll start at the 38. 1st down throw here for Stafford. He's got Smith again. And he's forced out of bounds after picking up about 7.
Out of bounds at the 46-yard line. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Stafford now. Short pass brought in. And he'll be brought down after getting it to the 47-yard line. Timeout taken by Los Angeles. It's 2nd. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. Here's 1st and 10 from the 47. motion the tight end over. On first down, here's Stafford. That'll be incomplete to start the new set of downs. Looking for his wide receiver there. So that brings up second down.
That just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted, even on some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
No luck on first down. Here's second and 10. Stafford's going to throw once more. Throws into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Nate Wiggins has got it. And he brings this one back. Touchdown, Baltimore, off the pick six.
And there in Kate, right there, that's some of the danger of playing with desperation. You can't get every point back with one play, and that quarterback, he just learned a valuable lesson. Not only can you get not every point back, you just gave up 6 of your own.
Here's Luke for the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Ravens push their lead to 18. A quick chance at redemption after that pick six as it's sent away. Corum now on the return. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. The Rams taking over on offense late in the first half. And losing by 3 scores, they'll have a final chance to take at least 3 off that deficit. After the pick, Stafford back to the air. Tight end reels in the shallow throw. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he's stopped. Now the Rams are going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. Offense is set. This is 2nd and 2. Stafford. Nowhere to go with it, so he's just going to throw this one away.
They would sure love to connect on some of these intermediate throws, those true throws. Getting a completion like that, not only does it spark your offense, but it just sets you up for even more aggressive play calling.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Throwing now. Got a man, that's Nakua.
Naturally, but really trusting yourself to throw that out route, that comes with time and experience.
Nakua's got it again. And he's going to be driven out of bounds. The gain gets this down inside the 35. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And that's going to be good for an LA first down.
I'll be honest with you, Kate. As you grow and develop as a quarterback, your arm gets stronger. These comebacks can be one of your favorite throws in your arsenal. Because if you trust yourself and you throw it before that defender breaks, you know there's yards to be had on the perimeter.
And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on first down. Field goal unit out there on 2nd down as they try for 3 here before halftime. From the right hash, this is going to be a 51-yarder. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that lowers the deficit to 15.
And with those 3 points, you just dig yourself out of a little bit of a hole. You know coming out of halftime, you've got to firmly be in comeback mode.
Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. So it's a touchback on the kickoff, and we're going to get one final snap here in the half.
At their own 35-yard line.
All right, keeping it simple. They're just going to call a give right up the middle. And a nice little run there gets them 5. 2nd down upcoming. Just before halftime, we get a timeout. Take it. right, this is going to be the play that takes us to halftime. This is Henry on second. And he has a decent gain on what's going to be the final play of the half. So a two-score game here at the break. Some work to be done as we get ready for the EA Sports Halftime Report with Scott Hansen. Scott?
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the downtown Orlando studios. Scott Hansen and crew with you for a short and sweet halftime, as this game's had a little bit of everything to it. We'll find out which side can establish some tempo in the third quarter as we're ready to kick off the second half. Back out to our commentary team, Kate Scott and Brock Hewer.
As always, big thanks to our guy Scott Hansen and everyone down in Orlando. We're back looking at a two-score game here, Brock, as our third quarter gets underway. Here's Evans set to kick this away. Machine Ali on the return. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. Here comes the Baltimore offense to begin quarter number 3. And unsurprisingly, Brock, a great day on the scoreboard so far for him. Has it with the advantage as we move through this third quarter. All right, starting in the pistol this time, Brock. 1st and 10. Lamar out of the pistol. Pass into the hands of Mark Andrews. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
You put up the combine times of tight ends running the 40-yard dash, and they certainly don't run as fast as the safeties or the corners in this league. But when you get them going in the right direction and you get them dragging across the field like that, well, they could still do their damage.
5 still to go here. This is 2nd down. From the gun, Jackson. And it looks great flying through the air, Brock, but problems on the business end as it falls to the ground. 3rd down coming up.
The offense not shy about sending them downfield to try and stretch that secondary. Even still, one of the deeper targets you'll see him get. It's a shame they couldn't find a connection.
No connection on the last play. Now it's 3rd down. Shotgun snap to Jackson. Has him on the quick hitter. A lot of space ahead. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. We'll get 22 out of that play. And that's good for a Ravens 1st down.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity. Man, did he make an impact play.
Gun, Henry. He's corralled after a modest 4-yard gain. Tackle made by Cameron Curl.
You know, Kate, these are some of the little hidden plays in the game. Right? Doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat. And C, most importantly, keeps that defense guessing.
Back to throw. Here's Jackson. Complete Derrick Henry. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line. That one gains 7. And that's going to be a Baltimore 1st.
And I can promise you, you go back and look at the most efficient offenses in the NFL over the last couple decades, one thing will resonate. You've got to be able to attack the middle of the field. It's great to do it with receivers. It's awesome with tight ends. But when you get that influence from your running backs, man, you become a dangerous offense to stop.
He swarms in the middle. This gets maybe a yard. That tackle made by Kobe Turner.
I've talked to running backs over the years, Kate, in the transition from the college game to the pro game. They'll tell you, there's just times in the NFL you got to run into darkness. You run into a lot of bodies. Perfect example of that on the 1st down play.
On 2nd down, here's Henry again. He has room past the 25. And they're going to have 1st and goal as he gets this down to the 4.
It is just so hard, Kate, to get these chunk, explosive runs. But what it does now is it especially sets the table in prime scoring position.
Big play got him to the doorstep, Brock. 4 more yards now in goal to go. Mitchell will not get past the line. He's held up at the 4.
You know, Kate, these are the situations in training camp that I love more than anything you watch. You learn so much about a football team in these goal-to-go situations. You know you got to protect that goal line, and the defense, well, they did the job on first down. More to come.
Pistol snap to Jackson. Looking end zone, but touchdown denied. Knocked away, incomplete. And as that one falls incomplete, Brock, the pressure ticks up just a bit because